Hello and welcome to our channel. I'm Danielle
And I'm Stephanie.
and together we clean homes for free.
You're signalling me and I have no idea what to say today. I feel so scatterbrained. So some people might have seen one of my comments earlier on Feral Tradwife's video, but I feel very defeated today because once again we lost some footage. And just after you were saying that I was a tech genius, I go and absolutely prove my point that I'm not. We did manage to recover most of it, but again, we've lost like 2 houses worth, which is now 4 in total. So we're literally cleaning for free. Anyway, in today's video, we are cleaning for a woman who is partially deaf. She is also disabled, but we don't know the nature of the disability, just that she suffers from chronic pain. And she also has diabetes and depression. And the reason I'm saying that right at the beginning of the video, after telling Danielle a few videos ago not to do that, is because every time I don't, I forget. So like in the last video, I completely forgot to tell the guy's story. So just getting it out of the way now. That's the story. That's why we're here. And we're going to cover a kitchen, a hallway and a bedroom. Now you can talk.
I'm just actually wondering what to talk about. I feel deflated but in a totally different way from you today. Do you know what? I actually liked cleaning this, but do you know what? It was more organising that we were doing than actually. We never quite had the time to get into like the deep cleaning. You done most of the cleaning in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, I organised.
Which is a bit of a switch of reversal of rules there, because normally I do the organisation, but I'll be honest, I walked into this house and I just wasn't feeling it that day. So I looked around and I was like, oh, I don't even know where to start. And so I just started in the corner and started cleaning. And then once you arrived and I had done the bit I was doing, I was like, okay, Danielle, give me direction. I don't know what to do now. I'm just kind of hovering.
Yeah, she was like, give me direction. I'm like, I don't know, I've just got here. I've not even processed it myself.
But we got there. And one thing about this house is, before I say that, actually, what I'm doing right now is there was like sticky clear pads on these tiles and I was trying to get them off. I think it's from, do you know where you like stick things up to like hang utensils and stuff? Or maybe like Christmas decorations.
Were they like
or something.
square?
No, they were like rectangular.
Because I seen loads of like square, but they had like the metal hooks coming off them, so it's like the plastic square with the sticky back.
No, these were just
had, like,
the
hooks.
sticky back.
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah, so that's what I was doing there. I was getting them off of the wall with my trusty scraper. But to be honest, I only got like the ones that were a bit broken and stuff off, and some of the ones that were just on there I just left in case you needed them for something.
So my usual questions, what was the most enjoyable part about the clean?
The end. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. The fact that there was a dishwasher, to be honest. We didn't have to wash any dishes. That was a relief. I was actually, do you know what? I didn't even notice that there was a dishwasher to start with. And so I was just piling the dishes up waiting for you to get there because I was like, no, it is your turn. I washed the dishes for 4 hours last week. You can take a turn. But then luckily for you, there was a dishwasher.
I would have took a turn. That wouldn't have bothered me.
I liked the hoovering. That was probably the most satisfying part for me because the floors were in the hall were quite dirty, but it was also new carpets underneath the dirt. So hoovering that away was quite satisfying.
Was nice. Was there any parts of the clean that you found challenging?
Yes, that's what I was going to say actually. So in this house, we were also supposed to tackle the bedrooms. And the daughter's bedroom in particular. So this lady has a 22-year-old daughter who's not currently living at home. She's moved in with her partner. And so I went into the room and it was filled with clothes and rubbish and nothing I wasn't prepared to handle until I kind of carved a pathway through the rubbish, picking it up and picking up the clothes. And I got about not even a quarter of the way through the room. I kind of just cleared the doorway and discovered maggots and some other bugs that I don't know the names of. And as you can see, I'm not wearing any PPE apart from gloves, and we didn't bring any with us. So I was like, nope, we are not prepared to deal with this today.
That's for another day.
Yeah, so I told the lady that we'd go back with the appropriate PPE because, I mean, that room was pretty bad. So we are going to go back to this house at some point. And I mean, I was in that room for about 25 minutes before I stopped, but I've not included the footage because the video was long enough, and I thought, well, we can make a whole video just on that room probably, because it was really bad.
I am actually excited about going back though and tackling that room, because I think the transformation, because it's such a lovely house, like underneath like the mess and disorganised and rubbish, I think, do you mean you've got a really lovely shell of a house?
Yeah.
That the transformation will be so satisfying.
Yeah, because it is a new build house as well. And so you've asked me, but what about you? What did you like the most, and what did you find the most challenging?
So I think the most challenging, you said at one point, the house that keeps giving.
Oh yeah.
So when you're thought like, okay, I've done that bit, you'd get a wee bit further in and it'd be like, oh no, there's a whole another level of stuff I need to organise or clean here. I think that's what I found most challenging. Do you know when you're almost like at the finish line and you realise you're nowhere near the finish line?
Yeah.
For me, that was challenging. I think my favourite part, as most other videos or cleans that we do, it's the transformation at the end and seeing the difference that you've made, because when you're in it and you're doing it, like we've covered before, you don't really see the difference until you take a step back, and I think that was my favourite part.
Yeah.
But I am excited about going back.
I don't know if it's just because of my mood today, but I'm not. But I think it is just because of my mood today.
I'll carry us on that day.
Yes, please do. One thing that I was absolutely raging about in this house, and I think if you'd listen to the ASMR version that'll be released tomorrow, you'll probably hear me raging about it, is that I kept on picking up packets of crackers or crisps or cereal the wrong way round, and they'd pour out all over the floor. And after it happened to me 3 times, I just about lost it. I was just like growling, and you were like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so mad at myself.
You actually swore, and I was like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Like, what? Because it's not like you, but you swore, and I was like, what's going on? Are you alright?
Which is completely contrary to you, who I was like, are you okay? You just made a noise. You were like, yeah, I'm laughing.
I moved a photo frame on a windowsill, and I don't know why I found it so funny, but like all the other part of the windowsill was really dusty, and then under the photo frame it was just this perfect rectangle of like lovely windowsill. I don't know why I found it funny, but I did.
It is quite funny, and the viewers will get to see that a bit later on as well.
It was very satisfying cleaning that windowsill though.
And then the cupboard that I'm standing in front of there is open, as you can see, and it's because it's actually broken. But fortunately, while we were there, a tradesman actually comes out and fixes the cupboard, totally unrelated to us. It was just a coincidence. But later on, when you see the transformations, that cupboard is also repaired, and just thought I'd disclaimer, that was not us. Full credit to the tradesman, whoever he was.
But we were thinking about trying.
Yes, we have a toolkit. It was in our bag, and we were thinking about it. I was like, oh, we have the toolkit, we can do this. We didn't have to. Which, like I said, because it was the house that kept on giving, it's probably for the best that we didn't, because we wouldn't have gotten to it in time. Especially as by the end of this video, you could barely move.
Yeah, I've hurt my back.
So's Mac, by the way. I was watching his video yesterday, his
sync.
live. Yeah. So, and there's a nice clean sink. And moving on to this dirty, dirty windowsill. Not as dirty as the one in the bedroom, though. But yeah, so I was on Mac's side yesterday, and his back started playing up like halfway through. Because he was moving furniture and stuff. You were just, what were you even doing?
Do you know
moving
what?
Cardboard boxes.
It's not even that. It's like been sore the last while, and I've got really bad sciatica. So it just takes something as simple as moving the wrong way, and that's it. It's sore for about a week.
Yeah, and we have a clean tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So this clean was actually just yesterday, for anybody wondering, or Friday, depending. We're recording this voiceover really late. So usually the video would have been released about an hour ago at the time that we're recording this. And for some reason last week when I was uploading the video, it took like 3 hours to upload. I have no idea why, and I'm hoping it doesn't do that again, because if it does, then this video is technically actually not going to be released until Sunday UK time.
Yeah.
So. So that was some cardboard that was at the bottom of the sink, just like glued on there, and trusty scraper got that away, and then just doing the usual, cleaning the sink. The sink wasn't even that bad though. I like the draining rack that she has. You guys seen me like move it away while I was cleaning, but I really like the style of it. Except the tray at the bottom. I don't see the purpose of that. Like, what actually is the purpose of a black tray? Like, see that tray at the
It's
bottom?
to kind of, so when they're all drying and it's dripping all the water, it'll gather all the water.
But that's pointless
at the bottom, and
because
then you take the tray
it
out
should just drip onto the draining board, hence
I think
the
it's
name.
like for
People that don't have a draining
yeah.
board.
What if they don't have that? Do you mean I think it's just for that? But if I was to get that, I would just take that black bit away.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What would you rather have? A sink like this with a draining board like that, or a double sink?
A double sink.
Yeah.
Your sink. Your tap.
So my tap with the double sink. So the tap that I have is just like a typical American style tap where there's a hose and the faucet comes off, and it has like this shower head function.
Yeah.
That's not what it's called.
It's got a button, and it's like either like one, like a complete like jet stream, and then the other option's like a shower head where it's like
multiple
little shower. Yeah, I love your sink. Oh, your tap. Yeah. But then I'd have a double sink and like a draining bit.
But the thing is, so what I've seen from people that have double sinks is they use the second. Oh man, I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry guys, I'm not editing that out. Anyway, they use the second sink to kind of let the dishes drain and dry that way.
Alright, okay.
So they like wash in one sink and then put the dishes in there, and then they rinse the bubbles off in there, and then just leave them to dry there. I thought that looks quite good. I
don't think I'd like that. I think I'd still like them to be. So I'd wash them in one sink, I'd rinse them in another sink, and then I'd put them up to dry on the drying rack.
I feel like that's a waste of a whole sink. We don't have much space here, you know. Anyway, that's your preference, I suppose.
Was there any parts, there probably wouldn't have been, that were like grimy, that you were like, oh, this is satisfying to clean?
There was some syrup spilled on the bunker.
Oh, right.
And mind I said to you, I was like, how do I clean that? I didn't want to just go in with a sponge. But actually it was really easy. I just sprayed it, let it soak for a minute, and then wiped it with kitchen roll. Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. So how does everybody hang their kitchen roll and their toilet roll? Do you have it so that the bit that you pull off the end is at the front, let's just call that type A, or at the back, type B? Because I'm very much a type A person, and if I ever go to somebody's house and I use their toilet and the toilet roll is facing the wrong way, in my opinion, I always turn it round. Every time I go to my in-laws' house, their toilet roll is facing that way, and I just go to a different bathroom each time I'm there so I can flip it back around. And my husband does it that way as well, so he obviously got that from his mum, but I don't know, I feel like it's more accessible if it's facing you.
Yeah, it's got to be on the
front.
The front side of the toilet.
I don't know. The only time I would say maybe it's good to have it at the back, as if you had toddlers who like to like pull all the toilet roll off, because I feel like that makes it just slightly more difficult for them, but not much.
No.
Not enough that it would be worth doing, I don't think.
Do you know how many rolls of toilet roll have been wasted in my house just because they both find that the most enjoyable thing? And I think it's just because they're testing me.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to wind me up, really.
I've been quite lucky, actually. None of my kids have gone through a toilet roll phase. Lily did it one time, and then she never did it again. I don't even think she did it intentionally. She just kind of used a lot of toilet roll that time she went to the toilet and filled the bowl, and I was like, nope, we don't do that, and she didn't do it again. So yeah, so while I was cleaning that side of the kitchen, Danielle was over on this side of the kitchen.
How did you mute this?
I'm just going to mute the phone 1 second. Let me figure it out. That's twice. It's 2 notifications you guys are going to get. Honestly, I'm not even that popular. I'm in a group chat. It's not even a message for me. Usually my daughter phones when we're doing this, but she's been warned. That probably doesn't mean anything. She'll probably still phone. It's fine. It's on silent now. I cannot remember what we were talking about.
I was doing this side of the kitchen.
Oh yeah. I've noticed. Did you zoom the camera out, or did you forget?
I don't know.
Because, see, when I was editing the footage, I was like, you always have the camera really zoomed in, and I don't feel like I have the camera zoomed in enough. So
I never touched it. I just let it on its... But I like to get it close to, like, the area I'm doing, but I don't zoom in or out.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. Then you don't zoom out, whereas I do. So that's the difference in camera angles here.
Just try and move it section to like section.
Yeah, I had to cut out quite a lot because it was just your legs the whole time. just your legs. Somebody commented on...
Well, I've got nice legs.
You do, yes. Somebody commented on one of our videos saying that I need to move the camera higher, but at the house that I was at, so our tripod does not extend very high, and it's also not that stable, so I'm scared to extend it as high as it goes anyway.
The higher you go, the more unstable it gets.
Yeah, and so we can only kind of put the camera where we have a good surface to put it on, and in that flat with all the dishes, like the only surface was the floor. There was no bunker space at all, so that's why the camera was so low at that point. But once I had cleared space, I did move it. But we're getting there with the camera angles. I do notice an improvement every time. Well, I need to ask you guys all a favour, actually, because so either a lot of people hated us during our live a few days ago, which I refuse to accept is the reason, or YouTube is doing us dirty. And Bonnie has mentioned this a few times, that YouTube can unsubscribe people for some reason. I don't know why, but if you can just check, if you want to be subscribed, can you check that you actually are? Because you might have been unsubscribed, because our subscriber count is actually going down and not up, which is very sad. I mean, it's inevitable probably that we'll plateau or whatever it is, but after such like a huge rise in subscribers, for us now to be going down, it's like, why are people
after we done the live as well and we were finished, we were both like, I really enjoyed that was really good. And then the next day she's like, we actually lost subscribers. I was like, whoa.
I know. I had to kick Danielle out my house because she just wanted to keep talking.
Yeah.
I was like, no, if you want to lift home, you have to go now while Pete has his coat on. I was like, sorry, goodbye. No, I really enjoyed doing that live. I like when people ask us questions about ourselves and we can, so they can get to know us. Yeah. Because we're not just people that clean for free. We are people outside of that. Yeah, I kept some bits in.
Yeah.
I also was not surprised you had a sore back by the end of this, the amount of bending that you have to do.
Do you know what, my back's, it's building up the last week or something. It's been...
Since that hoarder house, probably. So we did a hoarder house a week and a half ago. That's one of the footages that we lost.
Yeah.
Is that even the word, footages?
Footage? That's some of the footage?
Yeah, that's some of the footage that we lost. We were going to do a series on a hoarder house that we're doing, because we went the first time and we were only there about 3 hours because Danielle's knee actually popped out of place because she has hypermobility.
Falling apart.
Yeah, you are falling apart. Anyway, so her knee popped out of place because we carried an armchair and there was no space to maneuver, but she wanted the armchair out of the house, so we kind of were climbing over stuff and lifting this armchair out of the house. And anyway, so Danielle would have kept going, and I had to like yell at her. I was
Yeah,
like,
she
"Will you
said quite a
just
few
sit
times, she's like,
down?"
stop, and I'm like, but I just want to do this.
I'm like, no, it's time. So we had to leave because she wouldn't just let me work on my own. Otherwise, she would have caused
Do
even
you know
more
what?
injury.
Back issues are more sore to me than when my knee goes funny.
Oh, but that was so creepy to see.
I know
like,
it looks really bad,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel as bad as like when my back goes. So
So anyway, so yeah, so we were going to do a series of this hoarder house because we were only there for 3 hours. We did make a big difference, but that house is going to require like multiple visits, like so many visits. So we're going to be going back, and we're fitting that in as extra alongside our 2 houses a week.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to release it and then be like, yeah, we'll come back to this house, because we've done that a couple of times now. So the first house that we said like we're going to go back to was the house of the girl with the really heartbreaking backstory.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
And we didn't end up going back because we got a really lovely email from her saying that she didn't need us to, that she had like, we had inspired her and given her that like boost and had made everything less overwhelming for her, that she was able to then tackle that herself. And so we just said like, that's amazing, like good for you. If you do need further help, just reach out to us. But yeah, so we never ended up going back to that house, and that was going to be a 3-part video because we didn't even release all of the footage that in that video because that was quite long, and we ran out of time, so we kind of did some stuff but then had to kind of undo it. So I started in the bedroom of that house, moved a lot of the stuff, and then had to put it all back so we could leave. So yeah, so that didn't get a second video. And then the biohazard kitchen house we were supposed to go back to, but so far we've not been back, so that hasn't had a second video. So we didn't want to release another house and say this will be a series, we're going to go back, and then not go back. So we were keeping it to release as a series altogether.
And we lost the first part.
We lost it, yeah.
Do we still have like before photos?
Yes, because they're
Right,
on
okay.
Facebook. So we still have the before and after photos. So we'll maybe do like a before and after at the beginning, and then videos, a continuation. Yeah. Anyway, that is not in any way related to this house that we're doing right now. And how cute is that bread bin? It's just the perfect size for a loaf of bread. I always think bread bins are too bulky.
Yeah.
But no, that was quite good. Oh, and see that tea and coffee set that's on the windowsill? When I moved into my house that I'm in now, I bought that tea and coffee set, and it looked amazing on my bunker with my kettle that changes colours. It looked very retro and like funky, groovy, you know. Madison broke the tea one like immediately. Literally the same day I bought it,
like
she broke
smashed?
it. Yeah,
broke
smashed
it.
it. She smashed it.
So no, not salvageable.
No, not salvageable. And I only drink tea. I don't even drink coffee. If she'd broken the coffee one, I wouldn't even have cared. So now they're not even displayed. I have a different container for the tea because I had bought it new for that house, but I still had the old containers that I was getting ready to donate. So I kept the one for the tea, and then the coffee and sugar, they all just sit in the cupboard now. But yeah, so when I seen that, I was like, I opened up the tea to be like, does she use this?
Can I have this?
Yeah. But she did use it, and so I didn't ask for it. I wouldn't have asked for it, but inside,
you would have wanted to.
Yeah, inside I would have wanted to.
Is that a toaster that's got a glass front?
Yeah.
Can you see into it?
Yeah.
I want one of those toasters so badly.
But how would you clean that? Like, because eventually that would just get all smoky, like the inside of the oven. How would you clean it? Because I'd never cleaned the inside of my toaster.
No, I don't
like,
think
I clean the
anyone
outside
would.
and I clean the tray that comes out. But how would you clean the glass? Surely it would.
Surely it has a.
No idea. Maybe we'll need to ask.
If anyone's got one of these toasters, let us know if you're able to clean them.
The inside, like the glass.
Yeah.
Or you might not even need to. Does it get smoky? It's only toast, I suppose.
Maybe there's like a protector bit on the other side as well, so.
Maybe. She also has Pop-Tarts. So I wonder if she makes... Do you make them in the toaster as well?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just thought you ate them as they came.
I think you can. I want to say that you can.
Maybe I've seen somebody do that, and that's why I thought that.
But they don't taste that good. You need to put them in the toaster. They need to be a wee bit
I've
warm
had a
and a wee bit
toasted one
soft
and I did not
inside.
like them.
Love it, love it.
Not a fan. Because this was a new build, and I imagine they've not been there very long, because how long have those houses been there?
I want to say not even a year.
Oh no, it's definitely longer than that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I have a friend that lives there, and she's lived there for a year, and she didn't move in straight away.
In fact, yeah, because it was before I had Olivia, and she's over a year old, so...
So between a year and 2 years.
Yeah, I was going to say not even 2 years.
Yeah, so they've not lived in this house very long, so there isn't like a huge build-up of dirt and things like that. And obviously we're not very good at letting you hear scrubbing sounds, but the ASMR version will be released and you can just listen to them then. For the people that prefer a mixture, it's just not going to happen in this channel. we talk too
struggle,
much.
Yeah, we struggle to not continuously
and it's
talk.
more work for us. Like, you don't understand having to cut bits out of the voiceover and change the volumes on things, because originally when we were doing a bit of both, I have to keep adjusting the volume because apparently we're too quiet when we talk, and then the actual cleaning sounds are so loud. So yeah, just to make life easy for us. When I was like halfway through doing like that section, the lady came in to make a cup of tea, and I was like, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait a minute. And I felt really bad telling somebody, wait a minute, you can't make a cup of tea in your own house. But the toaster was unplugged, everything was moved, there was product all over the bunker. I was like, you're just going to have to hold on a sec, I'll try and be quick.
I'm pretty sure that's not the first time you've done that either.
Is it not?
No, I'm sure you told
no,
someone else needed it.
But they needed the toilet, which was worse. Yeah. Oh yes, I remember that. Why is it always me?
I was like, imagine telling someone you can't use their own toilet.
I mean, they could have, but they would have been sitting on bleach. So, oh God.
Yeah, it's always you.
I don't know what I was even doing there at that bit of the video. Also, how cool are my leggings? I went and ordered, so I seen Bonnie had leggings that had pockets, and mine I had been talking about needing to get new leggings because mine were all see-through when I was bending over, and I was like, oh, sorry guys. Anyway, I ordered some off of Temu of all places, and I got a pack of 5, and they were all in different colours, and they were really cool. But if we're thinking about getting like a uniform, I'll need to just order a set of black ones probably. Because if we get like a navy top, for example, I can't wear them with those green ones. These are my favourite colour, these ones. Not my actual favourite colour, but out of the set that I got. See,
favourite. I was thinking more like a light grey, like your t-shirt.
Oh, but then that shows sweat stains, because I noticed that really badly when I was wearing this. I was like, oh, this is a bad choice. Because then black
shows up loads as well, and like even if you get a speck of bleach on it.
Well, I feel like our logo's kind of pink and purple and blue, so navy would go nice with our logo.
Yeah.
So, but
I was actually on a merch shop last night.
Oh really?
Looking at like creating your own merch.
I'm kidding. If we did bring out merch, what would you all want? Like, do you like t-shirts?
T-shirts.
What do you want your t-shirts to say?
# Team Danielle.
Apart from that.
What would our t-shirt? Well, obviously it'd have the logo on it, surely.
I don't know. I think so I really like Bonnie's t-shirts. Hers are do you know how you get that live laugh love saying? Hers is live laugh leggings.
Right, okay.
And I'm pretty sure Mac is bringing one out and it's live laugh die or something like that. That could be wrong, but anyway, I really like theirs, but I don't think theirs have their logo on, so I think it would be just like something that we say all the time.
Laugh.
No, we can't steal the live laugh thing. Okay. We have to be original.
Right. Okay, so what would it be?
Thing. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've not really looked at Mac's merchandise, but I think he has some with like his son's face on it and stuff as well.
We need to have a t-shirt with something to do with haggis on it.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like that's a need.
Because the only thing we really say like often, apart from somebody pointed out I say that all the time, but I think that's from the northeast of England kind of thing.
I think I say like all the time as well.
Do you? Yeah. But you've been my friend a long time. It could just be that you're copying me because I'm so awesome.
Yeah, it's 100%. That's what it is.
Yep. But anyway, we need to. If there's anything that you think we say a lot that we could put on a t-shirt, let
Or
us
something
know.
funny that relates to us.
This is a long way off, by the way. We are not bringing out merch anytime soon. We have too much other stuff that we're trying to do.
Yeah, I was just looking.
Mm-hmm. It's like, do you ever? So do you know how people window shop? I window shop for houses all the time. Yeah. But I'm so used to. So I used to move house every 2 years, and now that I've bought my house, I'm kind of stuck here. So now I just window shop for houses that I'll never be able to afford, and I don't want to uproot my family, but also I really want that 5-bedroom new build house.
Do you know what though? There's a really lovely house, like, do you know the nice bit kind of across from where you stay at the top? There's a 5-bedroom house, but only 3 of the rooms are bedrooms. Then they've just got one that's like a big massive living room / playroom for the kids. Then the other bedroom's a cinema room. They've got a 3-door garage with a gym. And they're like...
And that's for sale?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, what are they moving into?
Do you want to know how much
that
it is? Do you want to know how much it is?
How much?
£580,000.
That's not even as much as I thought it was going to be, actually. But
it's got like its own gates as well. So it's got CCTV.
Would it fit both of our families? Because we have this. Well, I'll just explain to the viewers. We have this plan that we're just going to buy a really big house that neither of us can afford, but maybe together we could afford it, and just like move our families in and just live together, but separately with just a communal space. And then it doesn't even matter that I'm not very good at keeping my own house tidy, because I'll be living with Danielle, whose OCD will allow us to keep the house tidy.
I think we need at least 7 or 8 bedrooms. We've got too many children.
Is that even a thing in this, like, where we live? We'd have to live on a farm or something. Yeah. Maybe we should just build a house.
Or we could buy a farm. We could have horses.
I'm allergic to horses. Madison would love you forever if we bought horses. You'll need to cut that out. Oh, didn't even notice. Can we bleep it? Can we bleep you?
Oh, you'll need to work that.
You just made more work for me, Danielle, swearing on camera.
Sorry. Okay. That's how gutted I am that we can't have horses in our barn. This is the part for me that was like the house just keeps giving. So that's why I stopped and I was like, I'm clearing the area so it makes it look good for me. I
think for me it's just because I kept peeking into rooms that we weren't actually cleaning, and I was like, when we come back we need to do this room and this room and this room. You were just walking around this house like, man, I wish I had a new build house.
Yeah. My house is too small for me just now and my children. So, and this house would be perfect. It's the amount of bedrooms I need. It's got 2 bathrooms. I've just walked around being like, oh, I wish I lived here. Yeah.
And it's in a new development area.
Yeah, keep going. Keep
making
look, here's
me feel
the windowsill. Yeah, that's the bit after. And look at that. Oh, it was so good.
You like a good windowsill clean?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I think it invites fresh energy in through the window if the windowsill's clean.
Yeah.
I think that's just what I tell myself.
I never store things on windowsills, apart from my kitchen windowsill. And even then I try not to put stuff on it. It was quite satisfying watching the footage back of you cleaning this room, because obviously I didn't see any of it when we were at the house. Apart from the little bit at the end where I forced you to go and sit down and I finished like hoovering and stuff. Although maybe selfishly I just wanted to hoover. You were in my way.
You do like hoovering.
I do.
There was a lot of like miscellaneous stuff. There was a lot of rubbish. It was...
laundry. There was a lot of laundry.
Definite need for like organisation.
The lady seen me carrying one of the laundry hampers through to the utility room, and she was like, oh, is that more laundry for me? And I apologised to her. I was like, I'm so sorry, we've probably quadrupled your laundry load. But then I'm thinking, why am I apologising? It's not my laundry. But yeah, I did feel bad.
This really was annoying me because it was too heavy to move, and it was almost like it was stuck. But I was like, right, okay, if I shift it this way and shift it that way, and now I'm watching the footage. Do you see that wee square that I've missed? Oh, That does not feel good.
Yeah, nobody needs to ever point out the parts that we miss, because honestly, when
We
we
see
watch
it.
the footage back, we see it. And that unit that you're like sweeping under right now,
Mhm.
you tried to move that and it started to fall apart on
Yeah.
you. It wasn't put together
It wasn't
properly,
like, it was
was
like bits were not screwed in. Even like the top, you seen it when I was cleaning it. The top like moved off it. So when I was trying to move it, it was just, and I was like, no, I'm not hurting myself, and I'm not breaking a unit.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big spider behind here as well.
Oh, so many spiders.
I never said anything. You told me last time. Don't
Yeah.
announce them.
So Madison said to me today, she was like, you know, Mum, you shouldn't kill spiders because they're actually mutating and becoming bigger and more deadly. And I was like, Madison, why do you hate me? Just shush.
Where is she getting this information from?
I have no idea. Probably it's like, don't take that as fact, by the way. It'll be false, because yeah, I mean, that is how natural selection works. But yeah, no, I don't want to believe her.
Neither do I. A part of me feels though like bumblebees are definitely getting bigger.
But bumblebees are harmless.
Yeah.
The only problem with bumblebees getting bigger is as long as their wings are also getting bigger, they'll not be able to like pollinate things. Not that I like bees. I don't want them to come near me either, but I'm not going to hurt them because they're
so important for the world.
They're keeping us alive.
Yeah.
We were trying, before I came to your house today, we were trying to light a campfire in our garden so the kids could melt marshmallows.
How did that go?
Not well.
Yeah.
And Madison was like, just blow on it, just blow on it. And I was like, fire needs oxygen. We blow out carbon dioxide. I don't think that's going to work. She was like, what was it she said? She said, yeah, but when we blow, it gives the oxygen something to stick to. I was like,
but she is right. You do like.
Well, I was
get a fire going.
But no, because I was wafting the flames with a bit of cardboard, which would waft the fresh air at it. Me just blowing, I'm blowing out carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a really good fire starter.
I don't think you should announce that online.
No, I mean like camping and stuff.
No, I'm kidding.
We went to some like.
I think we had dodgy coal.
We liked camping. Yeah.
We planned to camp all summer and then we just never made it.
Do you know what? Summer's not been great though.
Yeah, we've not had good weather. It's actually warmer now, I think, than what it has been in the summer.
I never moved the cabinet at this point, and I realised that, but when I moved it, I was like, it's not much better.
So I kind of peeked my head in when you were doing at the bottom of that bed, and then see when you left the room, and I came in to start doing stuff, there was a bunch of bags behind the door, and I start putting them in that space you just cleared. And while I was doing it, I was thinking, imagine if she just moved all of these from this space and I've just come in and put them all back because I've no idea where they were meant to be.
No, I didn't. They were just the bags that were beside the door. They were just like kind of lying about with stuff on them.
I was half hoping that you had, because I thought that would be really funny on the camera. After I realised, I was
that bit at the bottom of the bed, because I thought, right, okay, I'm finished, I can just make the bed and then clear up the stuff. That was the bit for me that was like, it keeps on giving. You're right, Steph, and I'm pretty sure I said that under my breath.
Yeah. Also, when we were doing this house, I think you've probably figured out by the woman coming to make a cup of tea, but she was in the home because she works from home, so she was in a different room to us, and we were trying so hard to be quiet as well. I did have to ask if she was okay with me hoovering, because I was glad she came out of the room at the time she did, because I was at that point where I was ready to hoover, but I didn't want to turn the hoover on in case it disrupted her work, because she takes like cold calls or whatever it is. And so we were trying to really be quiet, but every so often we'd just like talk too loudly, and I'd be shushing us, even though it's me that's the loudest probably.
She shushed me as soon as I got there. I walked in, I was like, so what is it? She's like, shh. I was like, okay.
I should have prepped you in advance. I was really worried you were going to like hammer on the door when you arrived as well. But
I kind of seen her sitting there, so I was like, right, a gentle.
Yeah. I mean, she
knock.
wouldn't have heard you, but the people on the call would have.
I'm surprised she didn't see me though.
So we're at the end of the video now, so just the usual spiel. If you have enjoyed this, please like and comment and subscribe. And yeah, as well, if you are subscribed, I think you can, if you click the bell next to the subscription thing, you can change your notifications so you get notified when we post. If you want to watch our videos like the second we post them, which is always appreciated.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been a bit of a weird voiceover, I feel like, because I'm just not feeling it very much today, and you're in pain.
I'm in pain and tired.
Yeah. So this has been a bit of a rambly, nonsensical one, but
we hope you still enjoyed it.
Yeah. We'll be back to our normal upbeat selves next week, hopefully, if Danielle doesn't do herself another injury.
No. Gonna get booked for a massage.
Yeah, with a lovely donation from Mac.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going to do. We both need a massage, I think. I drove to England like a few weeks ago. Actually, it was probably a couple of months ago now.
Yeah.
And I'm still feeling that crick in my neck since doing that.
I think we should make a monthly appointment to go and get massages. And just treat ourselves like we're doing all this for other people and stuff. Like, taking that time to...
Also, I was totally wrong. The photos aren't coming up for like another 4 minutes. Sorry, guys. It's because I forgot I swapped around the footage a little bit, because originally the way we record it, it was like all me and then all Danielle. And I thought, well, maybe we're losing subscribers because that last video was just all me. And so I was like,
I don't think that's
maybe
the
I'll
case.
just like slot Danielle into other bits of the video first. So I kind of mixed it up a little bit, but yeah, you're misinformed. It's not about to end. There's still like 5 minutes left.
So stay with us.
Yeah. We'll keep talking rubbish. There was lots of like laundry baskets in this house.
And bits of furniture, you were saying.
Yeah, in this hallway there was a few different bits of furniture. Same with like near the door. We didn't really do around the corner of this hallway because it was right in front of the room where the lady was working, and there was also nowhere to put the stuff. But anyway, there was random bits of furniture, and I think they've maybe come out of the daughter's bedroom. Also, the daughter is an artist, and I think Danielle tried to show you some of the artwork, but the way she had the camera angled, it didn't work out, so I had to cut it. But the daughter's very talented. If she ever watches this, like,
very talented.
Yeah, tidy your room, but you're talented.
She drew a really good picture of a hand, and I don't know about anybody else, but I think hands are one of the hardest things you can draw.
Definitely. I quite like doing art in school, but I got bullied a lot in school, and that was one of the things that they would always do, was destroy my artwork. It was so sad. I really like doing still life drawings. I'm not very good at it at all, but when I was younger I was really proud of this one piece and it disappeared. Yeah, that's why kids are cruel.
I really enjoyed art, and I enjoyed my art class, and we had like a table of 6 per table, and then me and a few of my friends sat at the same table and we all talked. But the teacher we had, Mr. Watson, didn't like people talking, but he kind of always let us away with it because we were all so good at like doing our work and stuff.
Yeah. Teacher's pet.
Yeah. Only in art though. Here you are hoovering.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if anybody else noticed when I was trying to set that Hoover up, like Hoovers hate me. Yeah, no, this bit, is it here? Yeah. I was ahead of my... Oh no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, I couldn't get the Hoover off to start with. I ended up like literally detaching the hose and everything, and I was like, Danielle, this is wrong. You need
when I came back,
me.
I thought she was just trying to like put it back onto the big part, and I was like, this is how you do it. And she's like, no, I want to get this. I know. And I was like, all right, like this. Here you go.
Yeah, you undid the bit I was trying to do, and then we got there in the end. But then after I emptied the canister, there must have been like a secret bit in it, because as soon as I started hoovering, I definitely did not hoover up a trolley token. Yeah. But there was a trolley token. So
there's like a bit at the top you lift up, and if anything big gets sucked up.
Do you have this hoover?
Well, no, I've got a shark though. They're kind of similar.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but if I hoover up anything big, it kind of goes into the top compartment first, and you hear it rattling around.
It was so noisy.
And then it goes into the bottom one, so you can kind of save stuff.
I was panicked because the lady is in the home with us. I'm like, what if she thinks I'm breaking her hoover and hoovering up like rocks and stuff?
There you are, looking in another room, being like, do we have to clean this one?
Yeah. At one point I was like, oh yeah, we should empty out all these cupboards in the kitchen and reorganise them. And then
I think she instantly regretted that statement.
Yeah, because straight away I was like, oh, we could just close them and close our eyes for today. which is
Come
what we
back
ended
to
up
that
having
another
to do.
day.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do in one day.
Mm.
But no, we will come back. I don't know when we'll come back because I think we said we were going to do a couple of evenings.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't even know if I have the energy to do evenings. I feel like I'm doing a lot right now.
You are doing a lot.
But we will get back there eventually. We don't want to leave it until 2 months because of the bugs. We want to get them dealt with so that it doesn't triple. I'm actually scared to go back in there. I'm a little bit scared because
I'll
I
go
know
in
there's bugs.
first and do
Yeah.
what I need to do, and you can kind of find something else to do.
Okay. And now we're at the end, so thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy these before and after photos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.